Hey there, and welcome to No Small Life, where we help you rebuild a life you love no matter what you've walked through.
Your life is not small. You don't have to live it that way any longer. We are Chris and Megan Rhea, and today we're talking about what to do when you lack motivation.
Ooh.
Anyone else been there before?
Come on with that.
Recently, I was talking to a friend who was considered by the masses a huge success.
Okay.
He ran an organization, one of the largest organizations in our area. He was known throughout the country as being a great thought leader and strategist. And most people, they would look at him and they'd say, man, I just wish I knew what he knew.
Sure.
He had what everyone wanted, and people wanted to be mentored by him. They'd ask him questions, they'd interview him. He was just one of those guys. And one day I got a chance to talk with this guy, and I asked him a question. I said, what is your biggest challenge right now? And he said these words, I'll never forget. I lack motivation. I said, what, you?
Wow.
But your organization continues to thrive and grow, and you're everywhere talking about it. And he said, yes. He's like, I hired some great people. I've got great people in place. But since I've hired some people and I'm in a season of transition, I'm doing more delegating than doing. And he said, I find myself severely under-challenged. And when I'm under-challenged, I begin to lack motivation. And I started thinking about that, how true that is. When we're under-challenged, we start to lack motivation.
Yeah.
And so as I was talking to him and getting his feedback on things, I walked away from that conversation thinking to myself, if he lacks motivation,
Right.
it can happen to anyone. And sure enough, I walked through a season where I lacked motivation in several areas of my life. Things like health and fitness, finances, a career, or passion for my faith.
Sure.
When we feel under challenged in these areas, sometimes we will lack motivation. So we went on a journey to discover what to do when you feel lethargic and lack motivation to do things.
So in this video, we're gonna break down four really practical things that you can do when you lack motivation. And the first one, you guys, I think you're gonna be a little bit surprised.
Get a hobby. This feels counterintuitive. Hey, I lack motivation. Now you want me to go do something for fun? Yes.
Yeah.
Chances are one of the leading factors contributing to your lack of motivation is that you are burned out in life. Maybe it's your job, maybe your family, whatever it may be. You need a little time to yourself to rest and enjoy doing something. You see, our soul is one of the first things that human beings neglect. And when I talk about the soul, I'm talking about our mind, which controls the chemistry leading to how we feel both physically and mentally. And when we don't recharge our soul, this is when we start to lack motivation. So what do you do to recharge your soul? For me, one of my greatest hobbies is I like to play golf.
It's true.
And golf does three things for me. Number one is it challenges me. You can always get better at it. And you never, you never master it. You always have room for growth and new things to work on. Number two is you're outdoors. And some of these golf courses have such amazing views and scenery that just refresh my soul and literally make me feel closer to God.
He pulled that card.
As my wife rolls her eyes at me. Sure, that's why you gotta be out on the golf course.
No, I get it. I totally do. I do.
Three is you do it with people who love it too.
Yeah.
And bonding over a shared interest is one of the deepest bonds human beings can have with other human beings. It builds camaraderie, empathy, and passion. Competing with each other, laughing together, and reminiscing over really bad shots or funny things that happen on the golf course.
Oh boy. Get down.
All right!
Oh, you got the car.
It feeds my soul. So what recharges your soul? What hobby do you need to invest more time developing? And if you want to figure that out a little deeper, we have a video all about hobbies right here probably. You can click on that and watch it at some other time.
The second thing is to look for inspiration. Look for inspiration. See, sometimes when we lack motivation, we just simply need to be inspired again. We need to let our brains go in a different direction because our jobs and our lives can feel so tedious. And the monotony and the rhythms of everyday life can just leave you feeling drained, right? And then that's just everyday life. Then you add the extra stressors in there, like health issues and loss and sadness or work-related stress. And before you know it, you're just feeling lethargic and overwhelmed and not wanting to do anything. And that, my friends, is when you need to look for some inspiration. Trust me, I know this, because for me, what does that look like? I need to see something beautiful.
Yes, you do.
I really do. I'm an artist.
Is this beautiful?
I mean, this does it for me every time, obviously. And so I bring this with me and then go look for more inspiration. So like I said, I'm an artist, I'm a creative type, and when I feel inspired by beauty, obviously, beauty in creation.
You're in trouble without your inspiration.
Or beauty in, you guys know, good home design, music, those things fuel me. They help my brain expand again and get me motivated. And when I feel inspired, it then motivates me to make beautiful things or to make the things around me, right, more beautiful. So when I need inspiration, I look to the mentors of mine, and many of them don't even know that they're mentors of mine, right? Do you have mentors who don't know that they're your mentors? Sometimes these are personalities that have, podcasts that you follow or authors that you love. Maybe it's a YouTube channel like this one that you seek inspiration from. But I let their wisdom kind of fill my brain and my eyes a little bit, because seeing something through someone else's artistic lens gets you outside of your own box of thinking.
You see, for me, listening to other successful people give tips and strategies for success, it inspires me.
Yeah.
I love personal growth. I love to learn, and I love to take one tip or strategy and learn from it, apply it to my life, and grow. You see, transformation breeds results, and results produce perseverance and motivation for me.
The third thing is this. Give yourselves 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
You
okay?
can do that.
Yeah, you can. When I'm struggling with motivation, it comes out of me looking like procrastination. Okay?
No,
not me. Everything else seems really important. It seems to take precedence over the thing that would actually give me peace if I got it done. So when a task feels really daunting, I implement a little rule. I set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. And I tell myself I will go hard after whatever I'm lacking motivation on until the timer goes off. One area we do this in is actually our home.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a Bria insight, a little behind the scenes here. When the house is looking a little disheveled, right, or we're just too tired to do a big deep clean or too busy, we set a 10-minute pickup timer.
Yes.
Right? We literally set a timer, we put music on, and we just go hard, get as much done as we possibly can do in 10 minutes. Now, can the entire house get spotless and everything perfect in 10 minutes? No. But you will either feel better about your space and you'll be able to relax, or if you have time, you'll be motivated enough at that point to keep going. And either way, you win. I've done this for other tasks too. Emails, not my favorite thing, so I set a 10-minute timer. Workouts, I'll say, okay, I'm just gonna go for a 10-minute walk. You can do anything for 10 minutes, and even that incremental progress is motivation.
Last, you want to challenge yourself in some new areas. What is an area of your life that you can really begin to challenge yourself in? For Megan and I, it's this whole idea of marriage coaching and creating online courses and helping people. See, we've always been creative communicators, speakers, writers, But when we began our journey into the digital world, it challenged us in ways we never thought were possible.
And that is not an understatement. See, many times we have this idea that if we just work really hard on something, or we create a great product, or we have a wonderful message, people will naturally just want to buy it. They will want to make time and want to listen to you. And that's not really the case. We found that there is an art to getting your message out to the world. And in order to learn that art, we have spent hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars educating ourselves, and we are just now scratching that surface.
The truth is, we've never been so motivated than by this idea of learning something we didn't even know existed, applying it to our organization, and watching things start to develop. When something in your life gets stale, try to challenge yourself in a new area and go all in on that new area. You see, results produce motivation. When I'm working out and trying to eat healthier, I'm not motivated until I start to see some weight come off and some muscles be developed. Then I get extremely motivated. See, those results create passion and discipline and perseverance and motivation.
So, when you don't feel motivated, try getting a hobby. Try looking for inspiration, maybe implementing the 10-minute rule, or challenging yourself in a new area. We are made up of spirit, soul, and body. And chances are when you begin to thrive in one area, it starts to spill over into every other area of your life.
You see, information plus action equals transformation.
Yeah.
So what is one key takeaway from this video? And what is one action step that you can take this week to apply this information into your life so you can feel more motivated? And that's all we have for you today. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we would love to have you do so. It really does help us put this content out for free. We also want to let you know that No Small Life is a nonprofit organization run on the donations of generous people. You can partner with us at nosmalllife.me. So have a great day, everyone, and remember, your life is not small.